Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 56. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, it was maybe the most unlikely Super Bowl run we've seen in a long time. What a story. The Bengals had not won a playoff game since January of 1991. 4-11-1 last year, 2-14 the season before that. Bottom line, though, here they are, the AFC champs.
And Brandon, this is one of the more remarkable turnarounds in NFL history in recent years. In fact, most of the guys on this team weren't even born the last time they won a playoff game. Although, not that long ago, they had a stretch where they were in the playoffs seemingly every year, but couldn't win a playoff game. Now they've gotten that done. They're back in the Super Bowl. And remember, 2 Super Bowl appearances in their history. Number 16 and 23. Unfortunately, both times they ran into Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers.
Meanwhile, the L.A. Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3. But here they are trying to be the second team in 2 years after Tampa Bay last year to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
And we go back to that Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, and remember, they were an offensive juggernaut at that time, but only put up 3 points in that game. And they have been a little bit of a tough team to pin down over the last few years. They've had their shares of ups and downs, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But they've always had that great defense, and they're looking to ride that crew to a Super Bowl crown.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Rams are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And you can't help but to think back about 14 months or so ago when Joe Burrow was down on the turf in Cincinnati. A really difficult injury, and we knew it right then and there. The doctors weren't even sure if he'd be ready for the start of the 2021 season. But not only did he make it back, he's better than ever, and he's got the Bengals in line to potentially win the first Super Bowl title in franchise history. Joey B is back.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow will throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Stafford looks to throw again. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return, Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To the air again, Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute.